One of the special times of a parade near the end, the mounted elephant crier with the herd of elephants coming along. I guess the history behind that is that everybody had horses and came to the parade with horses.
And what it was is that the horses were nervous about the smell of elephants.
You bet.
It was exotic and different, something they're not used to.
Yeah. And so the cry now, according to here, is hold your horses, the elephants are coming. But my father, who loved circus parades, insists that the elephant crier cried, hold your horses, next come the elephants.
That could easily be.
We'll have to get that changed.
I think that that was something that could be easily stated either way.
Well, here come the elephants, and one of these things, of course, is going to be the mounted elephant crier has gone by, but this is the elephant with the howdah up on top there, and the whole herd of elephants. And we're looking for the elephant tableau wagon, and you can see it right back there with the two elephants pulling the new elephant tableau wagon recreated by the Circus World Museum. And Bobby Moore is an elephant trainer from, I believe it's in Baltimore, isn't he? Yeah, New Baltimore, Michigan. And Bobby now gives us an insight into the training of elephants to pull a wagon and walk in a parade.
Well, it's like people see all the elephants tailed up, and you say, look, they do that natural. Well, that takes a lot of training to teach an elephant to tail up to another elephant and to walk down a street. To train them to do that, we walk them for hours, thousands of hours, and drive cars around them, beeping horns and blowing firecrackers off. We run dogs that they've never seen up to them. There's a million things that you do, and there's always a million things that you don't do that you're going to have to, contend with.
That's Bobby Moore from New Baltimore, Michigan, who had the elephants, one of the herds of elephants down at the Circus World Museum headquarters at the coach yards. There's the elephant. Excuse me, Chappie. That's just pointing out. That's the elephant wagon. I find this very hard to believe that the elephants actually are pulling that wagon. That's tough to make them do that, isn't it?
They broke them to harness, and they're doing an excellent job. Circuses have done that many years when they get rid of their baggage stock. They had all these elephants that could pull all these wagons, so they just taught them how to do it.
Now there's the original part of the elephant wagon, was the elephant carving on the side, and they recreated it over in Baraboo from pictures.
And the ladies up on top of the elephant tableau are Bob and Marilyn Parkinson's daughter, Jolynn, and a couple of her girlfriends.
Well, here it is, the traditional end of the big parade, the steam Calliope, America. That baby weighs, what, 8 or 9 tons?
9 tons when she's loaded with water and oil.
That's pulled by 8 Percheron horses from William Farmer of Eaton, Ohio. He's pulled that for the last several years. We saw him over in Baraboo one year trying to pull that thing, and he had 8 mares on it. So shows you that the mares can pull as well as the geldings. But the Calliope is out in front now, and it's stopped, and we assume it'll start playing. Why'd they make this the final parade unit?
It was acted like the Pied Piper. People watching the parade hadn't quite decided they were going to go to the circus, but when the parade went by, it just got to them. So we got to go. And the steam Calliope, they just followed it right down the street out to the showgrounds.
There was nothing dumb about these circus people, was there?
No, sir. The circus parade is the only form of advertising that ever played on the 3 key senses of man. Now, for the eye and the ear, it's obvious, but the nose.
The nose is right.
Smell of elephants.
Well, the Calliope is going by now, and the men are inside all working it up. It's got water and oil and everything else that makes it go. It's a real sight to see that thing going down the street with the steam coming out of it and all.
That's Herbie Head from Detroit playing the steam Calliope.
Yeah. We're going to go right down. I guess we're going to follow the Calliope down the street. We're going down to Denise now. Denise?
Well, John, I'm going to take it easy and let the rest of what's left of the parade pass me by. I want to thank you all because I've just had a great time here, and I hope you will tell that I'm kind of laxing a little bit on the last part of the parade and just kind of watching it go by. Thanks a lot. We hope to see you next year.
Okay. That's great, Denise. That was wonderful. You had some beautiful insights into the parade. That's great. The Circus World Museum wagon went by. What do they call that? The goodbye wagon or the farewell wagon? Or
salute.
Well, now that the streets are being swept behind us and this part of the parade is over, it's got 3.5 miles to go, of course, on a kind of a breezy day. What, are you already thinking about next year?
Absolutely thinking about next year. But I would just like to say that everybody owes a tremendous vote of thanks to Bob Parkinson and Greg Parkinson at the Circus World Museum and the whole crew and staff who have put all of this together so it comes down the street in such a smooth flowing way. It's no easy task, John, and Wisconsin should be proud that we have these kind of people so devoted to their jobs.
They have done a beautiful job, and Chappie's referring to the parade director, Bob Parkinson, who is also the historian over there, and also the director of the Circus World Museum, Greg Parkinson, who is Bob's son. And they get together as father and son, I guess, don't they? They get along beautifully. Yeah. Yep. And I've enjoyed working with you, Chappie. We've known one another for years, never had a chance to work with you.
Well, this has been an honor for me, I tell you.
Come on. you're a wonderful guy, Chappie.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed your books and your love of the circus, and we thank you for what you've done for this state and for the Circus World Museum.
Thank you, John.
And thanks for being with us today.
You.
For Denise Calloway and Chappie Fox, I'm John McCullough. Hope you've enjoyed our parade coverage. See you later.
The Great Circus Parade has been a presentation of Channel 4, Milwaukee's #1 news station, and has been brought to you in part by Budweiser, Beechwood aged for that clean, crisp taste. This Bud's for you. By Toyota, who offers a full line of 1987 cars and trucks. By your neighborhood True Value hardware stores. By Hardee's, we're out to win you over. And by First Wisconsin.
News 4 Update with Elizabeth Kay.
Good evening. Another flawless circus parade delighting hundreds of thousands in downtown Milwaukee today. Well, almost flawless. The antique auto Mayor Meyer was set to ride in broke down. The mayor had to walk the parade route. No suspect yet in the shooting of a North